Hi there and welcome. It's Kirsten Jethro here from 4 Seeds Consulting, a transformational coach who shifts people from languishing to flourishing. In this video, I want to talk to you about 3 steps on helping leaders to have their team flourish or create an environment where your team can flourish in. So think back for a moment. Who was that one individual in your life who believed in you, who saw the potential in you, and who then supported you? That individual who took this rough diamond and polished it and made you this flourishing, high-performing individual. Perhaps it was a teacher, a family member, a friend, or a leader. And leaders have the responsibility to really look at each of their team members as rough diamonds and polish them so that they can achieve their highest potential. And 2 elements that really assist here to create the environment for people to flourish in is A, to remove the roadblocks for people, and secondly, to minimize interruptions. So when we're talking about roadblocks, what we are referring to is to really look on where are people spending a lot of their time that is perhaps not the most productive use of their time. So I don't know if you've ever noticed it, but we spend about 20 to 30% of our time filling in forms or reports in our tasks. That is often wasted time. It's not the most productive time. Maybe we weren't even employed to do that, but it's a roadblock for us. So for leaders, it is looking at what are roadblocks that are in the way of my team to actually flourish? What are processes that are hindering them to work at the things that they are naturally talented and good at? As I mentioned, often it's filling in reports and or forms, but we don't question that. We just very often do it. Maybe there is somebody else who can actually do that. So that is one item, if removed, can help the team to flourish. The second one is looking at interruptions. We interrupt people quite quickly during work. That means they have to go back to the task. It takes a lot of energy. They've got to refocus on the task, and that is exceptionally time wasting and obviously mentally exhausting. So the question is, as a leader, can you bring in an environment where perhaps there is 90 minutes or 60 minutes in a day of uninterrupted time, which is non-negotiable, where the person can actually work on something. Thereafter, you can speak to them again. This also helps to help the person to flourish. In an organization that I worked with, one of the leaders went as far as to work out the hourly rate of each employee. And very often they received tasks from senior managers that had to be executed by the team. This leader then went and calculated what the cost would be on a financial basis as well as a time basis for this team to perform this activity. They took it then back to their senior leaders and said, to perform this task will take my team this value. Do you still want them to perform it? The answer very often was no. So very often tasks are sent down from the top down, and we execute them. So as leaders, it is absolutely paramount to start looking at the roadblocks that are presented to challenge them and to remove them for your team or to minimize them, either by, as I say, removing trivial work like the reports that take a lot of time, or giving them more time, less interruption, because that helps them to flourish. They can concentrate more where they want to. As leaders, I want to invite you to look at the roadblocks that your team has. Is it time? Is it tasks? Is it extra administrative things that they have to do? And work around a process on how can this be minimized, or perhaps can somebody else do it? Removing roadblocks allows your team to flourish more and more, and that is one of your core responsibilities as a leader. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next one. I don't want you to miss anything, so I want to invite you to join me on social media, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on SoundCloud, and like me on Facebook.